And also, it says they are safe and efficacious. How, Mr. President? Can you come out before Monday? When I tell Marabio, when I tell President Bio, His Excellency, maybe go, why call her Excellency, maybe go listen. When I tell His Excellency President Julius Marabio, let can tell we how safe and efficacious are these vaccines. How do they store these vaccines? Austin Debbie, they need to come and tell us, how are they storing these vaccines? How safe are these vaccines for our people? Because people have started dying. There's a story of a lady at one of the hospitals, Connaught or Cottage, or one of these hospitals, one of the matrons, died immediately she received the vaccine. It could be complications from something else, but people are dying from these vaccines because if it's not safely, and properly, stored, it can have some harmful effects. So what has the president done? When you say it's safe, it's a very vague term. It is safe and efficacious. The word efficacious for our people in Sierra Leone alone, that's a very big word. Efficacious, efficacy. That's all too big. Instead of just saying safe and effective, but safe and efficacious. How safe is these vaccines is the concern. But some people, we don't show that the article will lead to this. The government received $8.5 billion in grant. That was the bottom line, and that's how they have to prove to the World Bank that they have actually spent this money. That is why we get this lockdown. We'll get to for proof to the World Bank. Say that's what is happening.
Yeah,
it's a shame, guys. It's a shame.
Absolutely.
No provisions for the people.
We just need to know, Ibrahim, before we go. People, we've always been saying this. The cabinet, the government,
a nationwide curfew is imposed for a period.
Go ahead.
Just like. It's a project right. These guys are project writers. If you look at all the statement that you've just read, what Austin Demby is saying, like they're providing like laboratory labs, all these things. Where do they exist? Where in the country do they exist? They say to improve like the health facility in the country. The main Connaught hospital cannot boast of a scanning machine. Where do like all these things? These guys are project writers. They're just there to milk the people. They're using the people, as scapegoat for men and go kind of like go beg for their own money and then they keep on to themselves. Austin Demby wants to clear his mortgage. He wants to kind of like gather lots of money and go and pay off his mortgage before he gets back to America.
Fact.
We know all these things. These guys are not serious for Mick Wikonski. The only unfortunate side that the fact that Salute people are still buying into these things, they will still respect them. They will still call them His Excellency. They will call them Mr. Minister. They just give them titles and then they destroy their lives because the people do not quite understand. And I hope what we're doing will one day penetrate the lives of Sierra Leoneans. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, Cashbox. Thank you, folks. Guys, it's Friday. It's summertime in America. Go have some fun. It's late in London. Then we left with Londoners, them let them sleep. But Sierra Leoneans, we just wanted to take the time to share this with you, that the government of Sierra Leone actually received some funding in June last month. And Cashbox makes two critical points there. One was the fact that these guys already knew about this funding. They already had this money even during the qualification series for the Leon Stars. And they allowed people to come out and congregate in such numbers irresponsibly. Even the president, we saw him patrolling the streets of Freetown from State House. With all of these people, no measures in place when they knew this was what was happening. So guys, we're just going to leave it right here. Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening. But just in case you're wondering where this lockdown came from, this is the reason for the lockdown. This funding that the government received that was never disclosed. It was not disclosed to any Sierra Leone out there. We did not know about it. It was never announced because they knew if we know about it, we were going to say something. But, through to Google and, the searches that we could make, we were able to find this document and put it out here for you guys. So thank you, everybody, and have a nice evening. And, we left. Bye-bye now.